Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Gemini for your business, financial well-being, opportunities around that area for December of 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. Now, let's just get started. What do we have for our Geminis? We have the Ace of Swords. You're an air sign. You're the swords. This is perfect. There's going to be some sort of gift from the universe presented to you, an opportunity that is going to allow you to engage your logical mind, of which this is your forte. So this is a wonderful thing. There's going to be some sort of, I want to say like an intellectual, I don't know, like an intellectual challenge or an opportunity within your work currently to take on something new, maybe another project, maybe to head up a project, to study something, but something that's going to really involve your logical brain. Maybe it's an analysis, a business analysis, possibly a new business. Let's just get some more info. And we have the Three of Wands. So this is also about long range goals. This is not a fly by night kind of let's just kind of see what happens sort of thing. This is actually something that can impact you far, far into the future. So let's take a look and see what we have to contribute to this whole thing and give us a little bit more understanding of what is going on. And as always, watch your moon and rising signs. It may give you some more information about that. So, there we go. Boy, it's funny how the same kind of themes come up. You have this Seven of Swords. This is just saying that you want to make sure, in this instance, I would say when this opportunity is presented to you, you want to, I'm feeling that you need to really look at the intention behind it and make sure that there is, one, not something that you're sweeping under the rug, that you're kind of like, it'll be okay, like a red flag. If there are red flags that you're thinking, ooh, this looks good, it's maybe it's a lot of money, maybe it's a lot of prestige, maybe it's a way to really challenge yourself, but ooh, there's some people you're going to work with, they're shady, or you don't trust the person offering you the position, you don't like the team leader, the business proposal is a little iffy and you're not sure that you can really adhere to that. Whatever it is, if there's something about this opportunity that you're kind of trying to sweep under the rug because you're like, oh, it'll be okay because you want it so bad, look at your long range plan and say, can I handle that in the long range? Can I handle that in the future? Is that something that will that I'll be able to endure going on? Is this going to be something that is going to build me up for my future? Now, you have another card that flipped here, and it's the Page of Swords. It's so funny how these things come up over and over and over again throughout all the readings. If you watch your moon and rising signs, you may see some of these cards, and it's just crazy because you see how much I shuffle them. Anyway, the Page of Swords, pages bring you a message, and this is a message about your logical mind. Now, Gemini, you're an air sign. You're ruled by the swords. The swords are rulers to you, whatever. You're ruled by logic. You're not ruled by emotion or just like, this feels good, I'm going to go do it. This is where you excel, is your logical mind. So this is where this Page of Swords is bringing you this message, and it's reinforcing this. Does this fit my long range plan? Is this a logical step for me to take? Am I seeing everything about this, or am I sweeping things that I don't really want to see under the rug because I really want this opportunity? Let's get a little bit more information here and find out what we have going on. I'm excited to hear what this means for you. We will have some forecasts for 2020 coming up too, so be watching for those. But let's get some more information for you right now, Gemini. Ooh, and you have the Justice card. Justice, and what else? And the Tower. Wow, a lot of major stuff going on here. Justice has the sword again, reminding you it's time to use your logical mind. And it will all sort itself out. So like that stuff you were trying to maybe sweep under the rug or ignore that was happening earlier, just know it will be brought into the light. So if you sweep it under the rug, it will come back And if it does come back, you have this Tower card here, which says, you know, you better, I'm thinking that if there's something about this business proposal or this opportunity that you are kind of thinking, well, maybe I'll just ignore that right now because I really want this opportunity. Oh, that's not good. I really want this. This would be a great thing on my resume, whatever it is. Knowing, and there's no nice way for me to say this, if you ignore that stuff in the beginning and ignore like any red flags and don't put them out in the light and deal with them, it's going to bite you in the ass later, because that's what happens when you ignore something and push it to the side. It blows up later. So it's much better to just deal with it right this minute and see if it's something that you can deal with, you can remedy, or if it's something that, you know, as good as the opportunity looks, it doesn't fit the deal that you want. Let's just get a couple more cards to give us some information here. I'm waiting for one to flip here. There we go. There's two of them. Okay, you've got the Five of Pentacles. You're afraid you're going to miss out. You're afraid that if you don't jump at this opportunity, you're going to miss out and be left out of the deal. And I get that. You know, you got her out in the cold. Everybody's in here doing whatever they're doing, and she's kind of out in the cold. But remember, every single part of this deal will come out into the light. And when that happens, you would probably rather be handling it now versus having the universe handle it later when it hasn't been dealt with, because that's kind of when everything blows up and it hits the fan, and then you have to pick up the pieces. So let's just get it out into the light now. You also have this Queen of Wands, and she's saying, you know what? Make the moves you're going to make. Don't get stuck in logic. Do what you feel is right. Follow what you really want to do, but just make sure that you're on the right path. And when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. All that matters really is what you think about it. Just make sure that you're being a little bit logical, and you're not just all fire and passion when it comes to this is something that I feel like it's something that you really, really want, but part of you is saying, I don't know if I really should do this because of certain criteria. So that's something you're going to want to examine. I would watch your moon and rising signs, especially for you guys, Gemini, just to give you a little more of a rounded approach to what you have going on here. But I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching.